Hello everyone. It's another lovely day here in Ontario. I think to last for a little while. Today we probably hit, I don't know, 78 degrees, which is pretty unheard of this time of year. But it's supposed to dip down back into the 50s by the weekend. So, but anyway, since I have the time right now because it's so nice, I'm on to project number 2. And I'm gonna give you a rundown real quick. Basically, if you can remember my project list-ish video, is we got a rain downspout there and we got one over there, and that takes all the water off the roof of the barn as well as off of the arena roof, as well as the water that comes down off the hill. And basically what was happening is I had a pipe in last year and it basically drained to right here, and this spout just came down and just flowed out there. So it made everything down here muddy, and I'm still trying to get all of this out of here. This is all that compost that's been aged for who knows how long. But anyway, the project was to bury pipe, and as you can see, I got this run buried and the other pipe came out right there, and I joined it up right down to here. And that's what I was working on earlier this afternoon, and here's where I'm at right now. I got it teed in both sides, and I've been filling it in with some soil, topsoil, basically out of the field. And I'm going to build this up a little bit more. Same thing in here, build this up, but not today. But anyway, the plan is to pipe this all the way down to the lower field, and then run a ditch over to, not the pond, but right in front of it. It's very wet, low area, and basically ditch it over to that, to hopefully help alleviate some of this water issue. I mean, yeah, all the water that comes off of the top here is still going to run down, but that's going to be a lot less than what was coming out of these spouts before. If you have a heavy downpour, it just washes stuff away. But anyway, so far I've been using my new toy here. Sorry about the wind. It's my middle buster, and this here is just to give it some weight in the back, as these aren't very heavy. This one I think is maybe only 65 pounds, which is not made to necessarily go down 1.5 feet or a foot deep to dig a trench. But the cement block here worked, and I also had someone standing on that, which added, you know, another a little bit of weight, which seemed to help. But anyway, work on that since this morning. It's about, I don't know, 6 o'clock right now, and right now I'm in the process of stringing out the big O 4-inch pipe. I got perforated. You get perforated or non-perforated, obviously. I'm not sure if the non-perforated would have been better in this application, since this isn't essentially a French drain or a drain that's covered with gravel. This is just going to be dirt put back on. It's mainly not to disperse the water, but to basically give it a path out of here. But I got the perforated. It wasn't any more expensive or any cheaper than the solid. But this way I figured if there's any moisture that soaks down through, at least it can drain into here. But anyway, this is the project number 2 that I'm working on right now, and hopefully I'll have it finished by tomorrow at some point. I got my little tractor there with the forks on it to hold the length of pipe. I got 250 foot, so it's not all that heavy, but it's very awkward, if you can imagine. But anyway, I'm going to get back to work, and that middle buster sure saved me some time. It got down this deep. We're probably close to maybe 8 to 10, a good 10 inches. I mean, probably 18 inches from the top of the dirt, but that's just pushed up. Alright, and it's been a few days since I was able to get out here to work on this drainage system. It's been probably, geez, over a week. The day after I shot the beginning part of this clip, we got, I don't know, maybe an inch of rain, and I haven't been able to get back into it. And then we got cold snap till it was maybe 25 degrees, and we got snow, and now we're back to it's April 2nd today, and it's, I don't know, maybe close to 50 degrees. The sun's out. So I want to give you all a little recap. If y'all can remember, you got a pipe coming straight down through here, got a pipe coming straight down through here, they tee here and head down. And where I last left off, I was right around here, I believe. But basically, I trenched the whole way down with my middle buster, all the way down to the bottom of the fence, and that's where the pipe comes out. And then there's about a foot deep trench all along the paddock fence, and it angles that way towards the low area there. We haven't had any big rain to check on this to see how it works. However, I did run a couple gallons of water through it, just out of the well with the water hose, and cleared all the sediment out, and it seems to work quite well. And you can see how clay-like this soil is. Well, not clay-like, it is. It crusts just like it does like out in the salt flats, which that's not clay, that's salt, but nonetheless. And then up in here, I still have some bit to do here. I got to bring in some more topsoil, fill in this, but basically what I'm waiting to do is to let the freeze-thaw cycles continue, and then hopefully they'll end in about 2 weeks. At nighttime the temperatures won't get down as deep, and I'll be able to come back. No, I'm not doing anything to this until I get this whole pile out of here, but along the stretch down there, as long as up in here where we're not going to be driving the tractor, I want to bring some topsoil in and then plant some grass seed that I have, cover it up with some straw or hay. And then here you may say, what is this? Well, this isn't just a rock collection. Basically, this is where the natural flow of water that comes off, sorry for the wind by the way, it's a little windy out here today. The natural flow from the water that comes off of the driveway, it comes right down here, and no matter what I do to this, the water is still going to come down here. So instead of trying to cover this up with dirt and it just getting washed out, oh, there's my helper, I decided to, underneath here, there's exposed perforated pipe. So that way, once the water rains, or the rain comes down here, it'll hit into these rocks, disperse, and then it'll seep into the drain pipe. And Bill wants to ruin the shot. Again, if we get a downpour, it'll probably still wash, which I'll have to keep an eye on that. If it does, what I'll do is I'll go in there, open up that drain, put some kind of sock or some kind of filter over it, but just leave an open top part of the, the pipes around, but cut off part of the top. That way, when the water comes, it can go right down in there with still keeping the dirt and animals out of it. I mean, the end up there isn't closed, neither is the end down at the bottom, but I don't think rodents will go up in there too much. And if they do, the first time it rains, since we're on such an angle here, it'll just wash it right out. So that's the drainage. Project number 2 is done. I mean, I know I started my projects, what, 3 weeks ago, but the weather just now is starting to get nice-ish again where you can actually be outside. So this is project 2, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.